Alright, Shalom, giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that told me this truth that rule well. Shalom to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth, prophesying in the true name and in the true doctrine and sincerity and truth about the times we're in ahead of two, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Alright, my name is Kodash Poya, and this just in, card blasts hits U.S.-Canada border crossing. Alright, on November 22nd, the FBI is investigating a vehicle explosion near Rainbow Bridge that has killed two people. Right, and coincidentally, it happened right before what people celebrate called Thanksgiving. Right, smoke billows from a checkpoint at the Rainbow Bridge Wednesday, November 22nd. Niagara Falls. Alright, and shit's about to fall. It says 4 border crossing between Canada and Western New York State were closed after a vehicle explosion at a toll booth crossing into the U.S. via Rainbow Bridge in Niagara Falls on Wednesday, killing 2 people. U.S. and Canada law enforcement sources initially told multiple media outlets that the incident was likely an attempted Ter-Attack. Go figure, right? And then all the, the war going on over there with, Israel and, the tallies, right? With Hamas and them and, all these, protests and all that's been going on over here with, these different migrants coming across the borders, and they, there was already different type of threats prior to this. You see, so this is not a coincidence. And then attack on at the border, so people from Canada can't come into New York. So it's a border shutdown, and this is also a problem that they can see the reaction of the people, and then the solution will bring in certain troops. You see? Let me get a scripture real quick before we read on. 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And the point is at verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So people are not going to be able to travel now. We remember 2001, what happened. With the so-called plane incident, you know what I'm talking about. It was hard for people to travel then when they brought in the Patriot Act. You see? And then if you have troops on the borders now, just, for high, surveillance for issues like this, it's a new order they trying to bring through chaos, order out of chaos, man. Alright, and this is why the scriptures say watch and pray. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We already knew these things was gonna come. The plot just thickens. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Alright, so, and that's what we're seeing now. People are afraid. We're heading to times of trouble. Alright, so let's go down. It says, based on what we know, at this moment there is no sign of T activity in this crash, such says. Alright, so they're just saying there was an attempt T-attack, so that word, that energy, that vibration could go out to the masses. And that's gonna probably, we'll see, cause more division amongst the people, as we've been seeing. Division and uproars of the people. Alright, so this is a quick video.
Never seen anything like this. The car just exploded. Yeah.
Look how black the smoke is. Oh my gosh, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Is somebody trying to put it out, or?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's just spreading by itself?
Our car is right there. My car is right on the side. Oh my goodness, it's spreading.
Oh, shit.
What happened? I have no idea. Could that be an elect?
Hey, and what happened not too long ago with the I forget where a bridge collapsed going into New York and people had to go other routes. So let's see what happens as we head to these so-called holy days, pagan days, Christmas and New Year's, as things intensify. Alright, Canadian government officials are proceeding under the assumption that the incident was a tea-related national security source told. And hey, we'll see. They might just implement the National Guards or even UN troops, so-called peacekeepers. Public Safety Minister Dominic LeBlanc declined to publicly discuss the reason for the blast, citing the evolving situation. FBI's, investigating. People are tweeting out, like, oh my God, what's going on? They don't know what's going on. So, there you have it, man. So I want to get 2 Ezra 16 verse 17. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? Which is talking about now. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars. And we're in a time of war. Wars and rumors of wars. You have the Egyptians against the Egyptians, as it tells you in Isaiah 19, meaning the people within the same cities and states, right? The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And they were saying that a lot of people are leaving, evacuating these different government buildings, Then on top of that, you have all these groups, major groups flocking, ambushing these different stores. Soon they're going to shut that down. So it's different things simultaneously occurring that's going to bring full lockdowns. Watch. Alright? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourge for the moment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So you got to be mindful of these things, man. Scripture say, be not ignorant of anything small or great. Alright? So, that's why we're supposed to watch and pray, man. Because things are building. Alright? That's how they're going to bring their new order out of these different chaos. And let's see how these different news platforms bring the narratives. Let's see who they're going to blame. Let's see where this web tangles into. Right? Scriptures, hey, hey, man, this chaotic times is coming. But I want to read this real quick. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So these prophecies are not slacking. These events, this is why we're supposed to watch current events. These events are not slacking a moment. And it gives a comparison like a woman that's about to give birth, the pains. And then, January, November, December, they talking about a crash of the banks. After January, February, they talking about a government shutdown because they've been prolonging it twice. We'll see what happens. The point is, watch and pray, because we just read the prophecies of what's gonna occur, and we just seeing the beginnings of it. Alright? Shalom.